All right, we are going to take this toward a one-legged crow today, which means this is very much going to be an upper body and core-specific flow. So just keep that in mind. Definitely a lot of work through the shoulders, the upper back, the whole back line of the body as we go through this. Very much a strength-building flow. The one-legged crow itself is the only demonstration I have. And keep in mind, if you don't do this very much, this is much harder than your regular crow. And just try to take this in stages. And you don't have to actually take the pose to the point where you lift one leg and extend it up high in the air. That is rather extreme. Take some time to build up to that. See if you can just shift your weight all into one arm, maybe just lifting one of your knees briefly. So what's going to happen once we come to the main part of the flow? Every sequence will bring you to the front at the end, and we'll start with the regular crow here and then move toward the one-legged crow, and again, just work it as best you can. So you're going to have your hands down in a forward fold, pressing your palms, dig your fingertips down, lift your heels, and touch the knees to your upper arms. Look forward, lean forward, just go slow. Keep that grip and lift your feet together, toes to touch, heels up toward your seat. And then you're going to shift your weight to one side or the other. And I'll tell you which side. Don't bring my weight over to the right. I'm going to lift my left knee. That might be good enough, and you might want to set the knee back down. If you want to play around with this, you can see about doing it 2 or 3 times. If you can keep the knee lifted, squeeze the second leg into the first. I've still only got one knee on my right arm, and that's my right knee. The left leg just squeezing in. Try to keep your hips high, keep your head low the whole time. You want your torso to be moving toward vertical, and keep your shoulders forward. If you can take this further, extend that lifted leg up and back. It takes a lot to hold on to that, keep in mind. And you want to keep the leg lifted. You should be able to feel that in the glutes on the lifted leg side. So just work it as best you can and see how far you're able to go with that. You can always fly it back through your vinyasa, go into chaturanga. You can step it down from wherever you are. But whatever you do from there, we're going to take the transition and we'll move to the next part of the flow from there. So be ready for that to be hard. And typically people release one knee and all of a sudden everything just comes down to the floor. It's not that big a deal if you crash land, and you won't crash too hard because you don't have very far to go. But just feel things out and try to take things as far as you can with that. And remember, just chipping into that pose bit by bit, build strength all by itself. So it is worth at least attempting to lift one knee as you go into the pose. So just keep that in mind. So to start this, go ahead and bring yourself all the way down onto your back. And when you're down, I'm going to recommend you start this with your feet on the floor a little wider than your hips. Lean the knees in towards center to release your low back toward the mat. And just bring your arms out to your sides. Now your hands can be past your head, or maybe bring the elbows down toward your waist, whatever suits you best. But go ahead, let your shoulders sink down, let your chest just open up. And then close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing when you're ready. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then just take things slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Back and forth. Inhale, reaches out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reaches out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reaches out long. Now with the exhale, this time curl forward, reach between your knees, stay lifted. Belly pulled in, low back down, look forward, stretch forward through your fingertips. And let's just take it back and forth from here. So with your next inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. Now with the exhale, curl, but reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl left this time. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale, curl left. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl to the left side. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl right one more time. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl left. Now inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale this time, just curl back to center. Stay lifted, belly pulled in, low back down. Keep looking forward. And then try to reach your fingers forward a little bit further. Lift your shoulders higher. And then take hold of your knees. Pull them into your chest. Relax your head down for a moment. Just squeeze everything down. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release your grip. Extend both legs up toward the ceiling and bring your arms out to your sides, palms to the floor. Now straighten your legs as best you can. Point the toes up toward the ceiling. Try to tense up your thighs and lock your knees. If you can't straighten all the way, just keep the ankles stacked over your hips. Now keep your belly pulled in. Keep your low back on the floor and start to scissor the legs side to side. Reverse the cross as you take this back and forth. Now keep the toes pointed best you can. And as you're moving back and forth, try to take the range a little bit wider each time and just feel this out here. Now as you're moving, see about taking this through a wide range and trying to speed this up. Keep your hands pressing into the floor. Keep your low back down. And just try to keep the motion smooth and consistent as you go back and forth. And then go ahead and slow this down. And bring the legs together side by side back to vertical. And with your shoulders down, your low back on the floor, bend your knees so your legs are 90 degrees. And let's just twist this right and left. So bring your knees down to the right, but keep the right leg off the floor and your left shoulder down. And then come up through center. Legs are still bent, knees down to your left side, left leg off the floor, right shoulder down. And come back through center here. Bring your knees down over to the right again. And then come back through center, bring your knees down to the left side. And then back up through center again, knees down to the right one more time. And then bring it back to center, bring your knees over to the left one more time. And then just come back to center and set your left foot down and extend the right leg up toward the ceiling. Now straighten your right leg as best you can. Flex the foot so the sole of the foot is facing up. Keep the ankle stacked over your hip. Now lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach high through both arms. We're going to take it back and forth, reaching. Work this as a twist. You're reaching from the shoulders rather than just your hands. On my count, starting with the right hand. So bring it up. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on one, keep reaching with that left shoulder high. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Bring yourself down. Take it on the other side. Right foot to the floor, left leg up high. Now straighten your left leg as much as you can. Sole the foot open toward the ceiling. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Reach high through both arms. Again, twist from the shoulders and work it with the left hand first this time. On my count, 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on one, keep reaching with that right shoulder high. Take an inhale. And now with the exhale, release and bring everything down. Draw your knees to your chest. Just squeeze in again for a moment. And then go ahead, release that grip and bring your feet back down. Now feet to the floor. We're setting this up for bridge. The feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring the heels in close to your seat, close enough that the low back's basically flat to start. And then arms at your sides, just bend at the elbows, make your hands into fists and keep your forearms vertical. And we'll just take this straight up and down. So with an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, you lift your hips. And then with the exhale, come down. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, stay lifted like this. And as you hold this, dig into your heels, try to lift your toes, but pull the heels up toward your shoulders. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring everything back down. Now keep your arms bent like this and keep your hands curled into fists, but then bring the elbows out to the sides in line with your shoulders. And think of this as more of a bench pressing position. Arms are still at 90 degrees. Now press the elbows into the floor. Keep the hands curled into fists. And we'll take this with something moving toward a loose eagle bind. So step your left foot to the center of the mat. And then cross the right leg, right ankle past your left thigh. Now this should be relatively open. There should be some open space underneath your bent right leg. Keep the right leg and left leg pressing into each other so the knees basically stay in line. And then let's go up and down like this. So with an inhale, press in that left foot, lift up, keep your legs squeezing toward each other. And then roll this back down. Inhale, press your hips high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift one more time, hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep that right knee pointing straight up and keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it down. Once you're down, switch it out. Right foot's your base. Bring that left ankle past your right thigh this time. Now again, press both legs into each other to keep the knees basically in line. Elbows are still directly out to the sides from your shoulders. Go back and forth. Inhale, press into the right foot, lift up. And then roll back down. Press your hips up high again. And then lower. Press your hips up one more time. Hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing. Keep the legs pressing into each other. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come down. Once you're down, bring the knees to your chest. Hands to knees. Squeeze back in. Lift your head and shoulders. Bring your nose close to your knees. And then as you lift it from here, just use this shape. Roll forward to a seat. And then once you're up, we're going to take this position with a wrist stretch. Just keep the feet in front of you about hips width distance apart. Hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Now palms down. Point your fingertips in the direction of your feet. And set the palms flat. Go ahead, bend the elbows if you need to. Maybe straighten the arms if you can. But dig your fingertips down into the floor, so keep your hands active. And then just start to move forward and back. So just peel the palms up off the floor with your fingertips still pressing down. And then to go ahead, set the palms flat and lean back. And go back and forth like this, shifting forward and coming back. Now as you're moving like this, keep your fingertips pressing down the whole time. You don't have to force it, just take it to where you can. And keep in mind, it's that gripping, that pressing of the fingertips. It's really going to activate the tension. Let it travel through the wrists and up under the forearms. Now, if you want to make this more intense, then the next time you set the palms flat, just press in your hands, slide your seat further forward toward your heels, and then just see about moving forward and back like this. And keep in mind, the extra steps are always optional. And then whether you slid forward or not, the next time you set the palms flat, keep them flat, bend your elbows a little bit. Now squeeze the elbows toward each other, keep your chest pulling forward, keep the shoulders drawn back. Hold that tension in your arms and the upper body. And then from here, just twist with the knees over to the right side. And then through center, chest still pulling forward, knees down to the left. Back through center, bring your knees to the right, keep pulling your chest forward, shoulders back. And then knees through center over to your left side. One more round, bring the knees over to the right, keep your chest pulling forward here. And then one more time through center with the knees over to the left. And then come back to center and walk your hands forward if you get slid this forward. Just take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then when you're ready, go ahead, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands, find all fours. And in all fours, we're going to take this right into another wrist stretch here. So why don't you bring your knees together, bring your feet together as well, and keep your hips stacked over your knees. Now walk the hands in close and bring the hands alongside your knees. Now flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, the palms face up, fingers spread wide, and fingertips point in the direction of your feet more or less. Now keep the fingers spread wide, fingertips pressing down. You should be starting this with most weight of the legs. Shouldn't be too intense yet. But to take this further, bring your shoulders forward, bend the elbows straight back and squeeze the elbows into your sides. And then just come back up the straight arms. And just keep on going back and forth like that. Shoulders forward, just bring it down as low as you can with the elbows still squeezing in the whole time. Now take it to the depth that works for you here. You don't have to go down super low. But when the elbows bend, prevent them from just winging out to the right and to the left. Keep them pulled in toward your ribs. And keep that tension in your hands with your fingertips pressing down all through the movement. Now, the next time you bring your shoulders forward and pull the elbows in, keep the elbows bent, keep them squeezing in like this. And maybe to stay here with the fingers tense. Now, if you can take things further, step your right foot back over to the left side and go diagonally. Bring the knee forward to the right elbow. Extend the leg back and across. Knee to right elbow. And then back and across. Knee to right elbow one more time. Back and across one more time. Set the right knee down next to left. Keep the tension in your hands and take it on the other side. Left foot steps over to the right. And then bring the knee forward to the left elbow. Extend the leg back and across. Knee to left elbow again. And then back and across. Knee to left elbow one more time. Back and across one more time. Set the knees down together. And then come up onto the fingertips. Down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Let that go. All right, when you're ready, come into all fours. Now this time, wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, palms down, fingertips pointing forward as usual, all fours. Now keep your chest facing down. Look down at the mat, but extend your neck long. Crown of the head reaching straight forward. And then reach your right arm straight forward. Extend your left leg straight back. And extend this out long, reaching to the fingertips and toe tips. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale, squeeze in underneath, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Now exhale, elbow to knee one more time. And then reach this out long and look forward. Now as you hold this, stretch as long as you can. Feel the lift in the glutes on the left side and the shoulder on the right. And I'm going to pulse the hand and foot up and down using the muscles on the back line of your body. So bring it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the left knee. Reach back with your right hand. Find the left foot. And once you have that grip kick in your hand, pull the shoulder forward. Draw the knee up higher. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring it down to all fours. Once you find your all fours, take a moment here. Just move around a little bit. And we'll take the same thing on the other side. So once you're ready, go ahead, extend the left arm forward this time. Right leg straight back. Keep your gaze down. Keep your spine long. Reach the crown of your head forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Inhale, reach this out long and stay reaching. Now keep your gaze down, stretch long through the hand and through the foot, and then pulse that hand and foot higher on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach back with your left hand, find the right foot. Once you have that grip, kick in your hand, pull your shoulder forward. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring it all down. And once you're in all fours, again, take a moment here, move around. All right, we're going to warm things up further for the upper body. And we're taking this into a modified push-up variation. So when you're ready, bring your knees together and keep your hips stacked over your knees. Now slide your hands in close. Keep your hands shoulder width, but have them forward your knees about one hand's length. Now palms down, fingertips to the sides, middle fingers pointing right or left about 45 degrees. Now press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, grip the mat. Start with your shoulders forward over your wrists. And keep in mind, as we do this, the forward lean is what helps you build strength. Keep your shoulders forward past the wrist the whole time. Look forward. Now let's take it back and forth and go slow. Shoulders forward, keep your elbows pulled in. And then bring your chin down as low as you can to the floor. Press back up the straight arms. If you need to make it harder, lift your feet. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring your chin down low, and then press back up for 2. Shoulders forward, elbows in, take it down low again. Bring it back up for 3. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring your chin down low, and then press this up for 4. Shoulders forward, elbows in, take it down low, press back up for 5, and then just relax for a moment. Roll your shoulders out and just breathe. Now I want to take this through a few rounds, and the next round's going to be with a little bit different variation. So come back into position, knees still together, hands still about shoulder width, one hand's length forward your knees. And then from here, we're going to do this with one leg extended, and this is going to allow a counterbalance, so you should be able to bring your chin even further forward than before. So extend your right leg straight back, reach for the big toe, keep the glutes engaged on the right side, keep that leg straight. Now like before, shoulders forward, elbows pulled in, bring your chin down low to the floor, and then press back up for one, still with that forward lean. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring your chin down low, and then press back up for two. Shoulders forward, elbows in, take it down low, press back up for three. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring it down low, and then press back up for four. Shoulders forward, elbows in, take it down, and then come back up for five. Set the right knee down and relax for a moment. You can shake your hands out, roll your shoulders out a little bit. And keep in mind, we're just warming things up. If it's too much, you don't have to take it all the way down. Just try to keep everything forward best you can. Now, of course, we did it with one leg extended. We got to do the other leg as well. So when you're ready, come back into that setup. Knees together, hips over your knees, hands shoulder width, fingertips to the sides at least a little bit. Now, as you press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, straight arms to start, and step your left leg back this time. Keep your legs straight. Now, shoulders forward, elbows in, bring your chin down low, and then press back up for one. Shoulders forward, elbows in, take it down low, press back up for two. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring your chin down low, press back up for three. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring it down low again. Press back up for four. Shoulders forward, elbows in, take it down low. Press back up for five. Go ahead, bring that left knee down, and then take a moment, shake your hands out. All right, one more thing before we move on, just to work a little bit of the compression here. So once you're ready, bring yourself to hands and knees, and then come down onto your forearms. So bring both forearms to the floor. You can have the palms down and press the palms together. Just keep the elbows at shoulder width. And then starting from all fours like this, I want you to tuck your toes, just hover your knees. Then just go back and forth. So bring your hips up high, straighten your legs, and then dip your knees down low. Hips up high again, press into your hands. And then bring your knees back down. Lift your hips up again. Dip your knees down to the floor. Press your hips high. And then dip your knees back down. Now, one more time, lift your knees up high, keep them lifted like this. Now, work your compression. We're going to take this toward a baby crow. Try to get as close as you can. So press into your hands, start to walk your feet forward, bend your knees. Keep the hips as high as you can, as long as you can. And then as you press into your hands, target the knees for your armpits, let your upper body curl in. And you're trying to just get the knees to touch your arms. Now, if you find that contact, keep looking forward, keep leaning. See about lifting your feet up off the floor and maybe just hovering an inch or two. And then from wherever you are, go ahead, release this. Bring everything down. And come into all fours. Once you're in all fours, take a moment, move around, breathe. Now you can just move around and take a break, take another stretch, whatever you like. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, bring your hips up high, and find your downward facing dog. Now once you move into your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat, spread the fingers out wide, press the base of the thumb down into the floor, and sink your chest low. As your chest sinks down, keep your hips pressing up toward the ceiling. Keep that long upward reach through the hips, pulling through the belly, around the low ribs, and keep your core tense. Now, as you hold on to that length, if your legs are tight, you can always bend your knees. And if you want to stay loose with this, you just pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round, let everything go long and loose here, and let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows and maybe shake the side to side to loosen further. And then whenever you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. But restack your spine. Slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And now with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then just release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway. Fingertips to the forward to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat and let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrist the shoulders, palms press down. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and keep that lift. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobras. With an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time, and just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body. Press into your feet. Take some more all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. And work to lift up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, roll down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms to the floor. Let's take it upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift up with the arms. Lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips high to down dog. Pedal out. Let your hips move side to side. All right, from your downward facing dog, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach as high. And with the exhale, just sink in the chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, just pay attention to your feet. Keep them within hips with distance, not too wide. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And let's take an eagle bind here. I want you to bring your left arm under, right arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. Now, if you can't get the palms together, just reach opposite shoulders and do what works. Arms still crossed. Shoulders down, elbows up, and keep your arms squeezing. Now, as you hold this, focus weight on your left foot and just lift your right heel. Right leg forward, dip your big toe down. Now, draw a semicircle all the way behind you with the right big toe. And then draw that arc forward. All the way back with that semicircle again. And then bring your right big toe forward. All the way back behind you. Bring the big toe to the front again. All the way back with the right big toe. And then bring it forward. One more time, bring that right big toe behind you. When you're ready, come to standing with your right knee high. Hold here, keep your arms squeezing. And then to switch your stance, bring your right foot down, come to standing with your left knee high. Now press into the right big toe, keep your breathing slowed down. When you're ready, take the full eagle bind, because we go across that left leg over the right. Now squeeze your legs together, sink down. You can always touch that left foot to the floor if you need to. But shoulders back, elbows up, arms stay squeezing. Maybe bring your gaze toward the ceiling if you want to go further, but keep breathing. With your next inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee. And then with the exhale, just release the arms. Both hands down, left foot steps back, come into your low lunge. Now from your low lunge, take it to a dancer's bridge. Left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot steps behind your left leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips apart and reach for the right arm. Now keep the right arm reaching past your head. You can stack the shoulders like side plank, or maybe open your chest toward the ceiling more like a back bend. Keep your glutes squeezing. Let your head fall back and just breathe. Stay lifted here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand forward, right foot forward, come into your low lunge. And then take a look at how you set this up. Now feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance side to side, left heel lifted behind. When you're ready, hands to your hips, and with an inhale, just bring yourself all the way to upright. Now take a moment, find your position. Deep under the right knee, left leg toward straight, left hip forward, right hip back. Keep your spine tall. Now bring your hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together. Keep your shoulders drawn back and keep your chest open. And we're going to go through a little bit of a sequence here, taking things back and forth. Now keep your spine tall. Sink into the left knee. Bring it down just above the floor. And then from here, just pulse and bounce that left knee up and down on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, just hold. Now shift your weight forward to the right foot. And then as many steps as you need, bring yourself forward with your left knee high, hold your balance. And then once you're ready, hinge from the right hip, go ahead, bend the right knee. Take this to a warrior 3. Extend your left leg straight back. Bring your lifted body in line, maybe at a diagonal, maybe parallel with the floor. Just go slow. And then bend the right knee, left foot down behind, come back into high lunge. Now keep your spine tall, shoulders pulled back, and again, sink into that left knee, come down low. And then from here, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold. Now shift your weight forward to the right foot. As many steps as you need. Bring it forward with your left knee high, just hold. And then slowly move into that warrior 3. Hinge from the right hip, you can bend the right knee. Left leg straight back, bring your lifted body into line. Keep holding, try to keep your hips square. And then bend the right knee, set the left foot down behind. Bring your spine upright. And then one more round, dip into that left knee, come down low, keep your spine tall. Pulse again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, just hold. Shift your weight forward to the right foot. Come forward, left knee high, find your balance. And then slowly, when you're ready, hinge to the right hip. Left leg straight back, bring yourself into that warrior 3 as low as you can hold it. Keep everything in line. And then bend to the right knee, left foot down behind you. Bring yourself back to that high lunge. And this time, bring your left knee all the way to the floor. Come to a kneeling lunge. Left foot flat behind, both legs at about 90 degrees. Now press the right foot down, kick into your left foot. And then half bind, right arm behind your back. Inhale the left arm up high. And with the exhale, move into a twist. Bring the left arm past your right thigh. Now pull the right shoulder back. Bring your gaze over the right shoulder. Keep that right leg at about 90 degrees. And if you want to take the twist deeper, keep sliding that left arm further down past the right leg. And just breathe here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Turn back to center, both arms high. And then take the bind the other way. So bring yourself into a half bind, left arm behind your low back, palm face, keep that shoulder drawn back. Right hand to your chest. Now take this as a half camel position. Walk your gaze up the wall in front of you. Find the point of the ceiling directly above and just hold. Push into the right foot, kick the left foot into the floor. Just keep your chest open, shoulders released toward the floor. This is good enough. Now, if you want to go further, you can walk your gaze toward the wall behind you. Further still, maybe release the right hand and look for your left heel. But keep your left hip pressing forward. Keep breathing with this and keep your chest open. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high, look forward. Exhale, hands down around that right foot. Now tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee. Bring your left foot forward, next to the right, forward fold. From that fold, just go ahead, set your hands down. I want to take it right into crow. So palms to the floor, hands to shoulder width. Dig your fingertips down, lift your heels and bring the knees to touch your arms. Now look forward, lean. Just go slow, but lift your feet up together. Toes to touch, heels toward your seat. Take it as far as you can. Hips high, head low, keep it looking forward. Now to move toward the one-legged crow, shift your weight left. See about lifting the right knee. Maybe squeeze your legs together. If you're going to take it further still, right leg goes up and back. Keep breathing here. Just take it to where you can. And then take it to your Vinyasa when you're ready. Once you find your down dog, just pedal out. Now let's take all that to the other side. From your downward facing dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, sink back into chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, as you settle in, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And then take your eagle bind. This time, right arm under, left arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face, or reach to the shoulders. Again, do what works. But keep the arms squeezing, shoulders down, elbows up. Now as you hold this, focus weight on the right foot, lift your left heel. Left leg forward, dip your big toe. Draw that semicircle all the way behind you. And then draw the arc to the front. All the way back with that left big toe again. Bring it forward, keep the arm squeezing. Left big toe behind again. And then bring it to the front. All the way back with the left big toe. And then again, bring it forward. One more time, bring that left big toe behind you. When you're ready, press into the right foot, come to standing with your left knee high, arms are still squeezing. And switch your stance. Left foot's going to be your base, come to standing with your right knee high. Now once you're stable here, take the eagle bind with your legs as well. Cross the right leg tightly over the left. Sink into the hips, keep the legs squeezing, shoulders back, elbows up, keep looking forward, maybe look up if you want to go further. With your next inhale, straighten your left leg, lift your right knee. And then go ahead and extend the right leg back, release the arms. Hands to the floor, come down to your low lunge. And from here, we'll take that dancer's bridge. So the right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot steps behind your right leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high. Reach the left arm and stay lifted. Now again, you can stack your shoulders more like side plank. Or keep it as a back bend, open your chest toward the ceiling. Just keep that lift, keep your glutes squeezing and breathe. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sink all the way down. Left hand forward, left foot forward, back to low lunge. Now again, seat the feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance side to side. When you're ready, hands to your hips, and with an inhale, just bring your torso all the way to upright. Now right hip forward, left hip back, keep your spine tall. Bring your hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, find the interlace feels weird, opposite what you just had last round. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And again, we'll take the sequence we had before. So bring the right knee down toward the floor just above and hover. And then pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. Shift your weight forward. As many steps as you need. Bring yourself up to standing with your right knee high. And then once you got your balance, bend your left knee a little bit. Hinge from left hip. Right leg straight back. Warrior 3. Maybe more upright, maybe more toward parallel. Keep the gaze forward. Keep the shoulders pulled back. And then bend the left knee. Bring the right foot down behind. Back to your high lunge. Now dip the right knee low just above the floor. Hold. And then pulse again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On one, stay here. Shift your weight to the left foot. Come forward with the right knee high. Once you're stable, move into your warrior 3. Hinge from the left hip. You can bend that left knee. Right leg straight back. Bring your body into line. Stay lifted. Bend the left knee. Set the right foot down behind. And bring yourself back upright into that lunge. Now one more time. Bring the right knee down low just above the floor. And again, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On one, hold. Bring the weight forward to the left foot. Come forward, right knee high, come to standing. And then bend your left knee, hinge from left hip, right leg straight back into your warrior 3. One more time, come down as low as you can, keep everything low. Bend your left knee, right foot down behind. Back to that high lunge. Now keep your spine upright, bring your right knee all the way down to the floor this time. Flatten the right foot behind you. And just take a kneeling lunge, both legs about 9 degrees. Right foot kicks down, left foot presses down. Now release the bind, left arm behind your back, half bind. Inhale the right arm high. And with your exhale, move into your twist. Right arm past your left thigh. Now pull your left shoulder back, look up toward the ceiling, keep your spine long, keep twisting. And just keep that left leg at 9 degrees. If you want the twist to go deeper, slide that right arm further past your left leg. Take an inhale. Now at the exhale, release. Inhale and reach the arms up high. And now this time, take the bind the other way. Right arm across your low back, half bind, left hand to your chest. Now kick into the right foot, half camel here. Walk your gaze up the front wall again. Find the point of the ceiling directly above and hold. Keep your hips pressing forward. Keep the right foot kicking down. If you're going to take it further, bring your gaze toward the back wall and maybe release your left hand and look for the right heel this time. Now with your next inhale, reach up high, look forward. And with the exhale, hands down around the left foot. Tuck the toes to the right foot, lift the right knee, low lunge. And then bring your right foot forward next to the left, forward fold. Set the hands down, come back into crow. So dig your fingertips on the floor, lift your heels, bring the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean, just go slow, but lift your feet together. Toes to touch, pull the heels up. Hips high, head low. Now to take it toward that one-legged crow, shift your weight left. And see about bringing that right knee toward the left leg. Maybe extend that right leg up and back. And then when you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. All right, from your down dog, let's take this into half pigeon. Inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward, right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go bring your left knee down, left foot flat behind, pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right, and sink your weight straight down. Now find at least some of that stretch in the outer right hip toward the glutes. And you can stay upright like this, you can move toward a back bend, you can melt down to the elbows or come down all the way. Just take the version that suits you best right now, and just breathe into it. And then from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Tuck the toes of your left foot, release your right leg, just shake it out for a moment. And then once you set the right foot down, inhale your left leg high. With the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind the left wrist. Left ankle somewhere behind the right. Go ahead, bring the right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull your right hip forward, keep your hips squared. Sink your weight straight down. And find some of that stretch on the left side, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now again, maybe just stay upright, maybe go deeper toward the back bend. You can come down to the elbows, you can melt down all the way, and again, just take it to where you like. All right, again, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Tuck the toes, your right foot, release your left leg this time, shake it out. And then once you set your left foot down, bring your knees to the floor. Legs out from underneath you, come all the way down onto your back. And then when you're down, bring your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in tight for a moment. And then go ahead, bring your feet down to the floor. We're just going to take one long round of back bending here. I'll start the cueing with bridge and then lead into wheel. You can always stay with bridge, and you can always take wheel from the beginning if you like. But to set this up, feet and knees, hips with distance, bring your heels in close to start with your low back basically flat. And then arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And just keep that lift, keep your glutes tense, keep the hips pressing up. That's good enough. Now, if you want to go further with your bridge, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers, maybe pull the palms toward each other, maybe work the shoulders further behind your back. Keep the hips pressing high, keep your glutes squeezing. And if you can go further still, if you can reach, you can hold your ankles and use that grip to lift the hips and open up your chest even more. Now, you can stay in your bridge, but if you want to take wheel, keep the hips high and release the hands. Hands come around your head. Elbows high. When you're ready, press into your palms, and then maybe lift to the top of your head first. But whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. So hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. And just breathe with this here. Now hold that tension in the glutes and around the shoulder blades. If it's too much in your low back, you can always lift your heels. Keep the front of the body long. Work to keep your breathing long and smooth as you hold this. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring everything down. Now once you're down, pull your knees back into your chest and squeeze things in again. And then once you're ready, just release your left leg, extend it out fully. Left hand to your right arm out to the side. We'll take a supine twist. So pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath. Both shoulders down, bring your gaze to the right. And this could be good enough. Find the stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you want to take it further, you can extend the right leg out to the side. Further still, if you want the double bind, you can bend your left knee, reach with your right hand, and if you find that grip, kick into your hand. But keep both shoulders down however far you take the twist, and just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring everything back into center. Draw both knees in. And let's take it the other way. This time extend your right leg straight. Right hand to your left knee, left arm to the side. And then pull the left knee across your body, tuck your right hip underneath this time. Both shoulders down, look left. Find the stretch in the outer left hip toward the low back on this side. If you want more, you can press with the right hand or extend your left leg further. If you want to bind the other leg, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand. If you find that grip, kick into your hand. Both shoulders down. Hold your twist and just breathe. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release from here. Come back into center. Bring both knees into your chest. And let's take it to happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And then stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. So try to draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs and press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working up and down. Try to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone toward the floor. And if you want to take it further, you can rock this side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down into the mat. And then let yourself move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw everything in, elbows toward your chest. Bring your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here. Hold on to at the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.